Good afternoon, Poonam. Wave back. So a topic we'll be discussing today is a term I first heard from Eckhart Tolle, the pain body. And so he has talked about the pain body extensively in many videos in his books. Here's an excerpt from an interview that he gave to Kathy, I think it's Julene, when she asked about the pain body, a definition. The pain body is my term for the accumulation of old emotional pain that almost all people carry in their energy field. I see it as a semi-autonomous psychic entity. It consists of negative emotions that were not faced, accepted, and then let go of in the moment they arose. These negative emotions leave a residue of emotional pain, which is stored in the cells of the body. There's also a collective human pain body containing the pain suffered by countless human beings throughout history. The pain body has a dormant stage and an active stage. Periodically, it becomes activated, and when it does, it seeks more suffering to feed on. If you are not absolutely present, it takes over your mind and feeds on negative thinking, as well as negative experiences such as drama in relationships. This is how it has been perpetrating itself throughout human history. Another way to describe the pain body is this: the addiction to unhappiness. So we're going to talk about two areas of the pain body as it comes up in ourselves and as it comes up in the other. So how are we working with the pain body when it arises in us, and how are we working with it when it appears in front of us as in another person or animal or situation? So what are we doing? So there's different medicine for the pain body when it comes up in ourselves. First, there needs to be an awareness that we're having a pain body attack, that it's coming, that it's on us. But let's say that we've thought the thoughts and these old, worn out patterns of thinking are like links in a chain. One thought perpetrates another thought, which brings on another thought. It's like every time a new thought gets tossed out, it gets linked to the next thought. Now we have a whole story around something and the reactivity that arrives in our body and in our energy field. And it's how closely identified we are with these stories and with these thoughts that really determine how far down the road we're going to be eaten up by them unconsciously until we see them. And there's no wrong place to be. There's no doing something incorrectly, or so anytime we're able to be aware that our pain body is showing up for us is the right time. So let's walk it back. We're fully in it. We've had it manifest in our bodies. We are deeply identified with this story of, let's say, unfairness, something unkind and unfair, wholly unkind and unfair on a material level. Just it's not. We're not even able to have a conversation about it. We just have a story, and now we're manifesting it with other people. We've told the neighbors and anybody we live with about our story, and it's completely whipped up. And now we're back in our bedroom and we say, I just got washed away with it, and I'm upset, I'm crying, I've got the whole house upset. And now we can start another story, another link of shame and guilt. I knew better. That's just another story. Let's look at Eckhart's 3 recommendations for the pain body. So watch out for any sign of unhappiness in yourself in whatever form. It may be the awakening pain body. This can take the form of irritation, impatience, a somber mood, a desire to hurt, anger, rage, depression, a need to have some drama in your relationship, and so on. Catch the pain body the moment it awakens from its dormant stage. So I just want to say a minute about my own experience with this. Um, Sometimes if we've lived with a pain body, and this may or may not be you, but if we have lived almost wholly in the pain body for many years, most of my life, I didn't know that there was any other way of being. It was just painful to be alive. And there was one story after another, and no recognition of the insanity of that. In order to see these things, it takes a little tenderness and compassion for ourselves. So I always want to encourage that we take those tools with us. The other thing is that I noticed that uh, the bar, so having 50% enjoyment in life was better than 100% not enjoyment. So, you know, a little pain body attack or it was okay. So just being as present as I was able to really brings us to a place of peace, and where we're able to catch these things before they even arise, catch the story or catch the seductiveness of the suffering. There might even be something inside of us, there was inside of me, that enjoyed the suffering in some ways, where it felt like it was comforting because it was so familiar. So giving into the pain body in an unconscious way, I could see myself in an absolute despair. In the stories, it would be one story after another, and it would just seem like a chasing after it, and you know, to keep it alive. So, but catching it early is a helpful thing, and we may catch it just a few times and fall away from it the rest of the time. But it's just, as long as there's a commitment to being present, then we can feel and sense it as it comes up. To observe the resistance within yourself, observe the attachment to your pain. Be very alert. Observe the peculiar pleasure you derive from being unhappy. Observe the compulsion to talk or think about it. The resistance will cease if you make it conscious. I think we've covered that. And 3, focus attention on the negative feelings inside you. Know that it is the pain body. Accept that it is there. Don't think about it. Don't let the feeling turn into thinking. Don't judge yourself out of it. Stay present and continue to be the observer of what's happening inside you. Walking towards the pain body inside of us when it's fully activated, and now we're left with the anxiety inside of our bodies. It feels like a heaviness, an anxiousness, fear. There's all kinds of feelings that will have a voice. So if we look at Eckhart's description of the pain body, we've got what's triggered is everything that hasn't been liberated, right? Piled on top of it, a new story of a situation that just happened inside this dream that we're living with right now, right? So this is coming up inside of us, and here it is, and we're present with it. So it may feel like, people have said that it feels like the feeling gets more intense when we put our attention on it. So thousands of years, we're going to run away from all discomfort. We're going to run away from it. There's the collective pain body. Are we going to single-handedly? It is present. It's going to happen. and it's happening through human beings, and it's through human beings like you and I that we're able to liberate it over and over again. So from my own practice with this, it's moving into the pain body and with a curiosity, right? It's to have some space, put some space first with the, you're not going to get to the feeling in your body unless you're able to squeeze a kind thought in to put the attention on your body. So if we move into where it is in our body, you know, if it feels like it's more intense, keep the attention there, stay with it, that, what does it feel like, what does it need, right? And attend to this pain body like we would a small child, like a small child. So that's what I'd like to add to the pain body and ourselves. I think we should do part 2 of pain body in the other, which is not the other, but is the other, but isn't the other. Thank you. Punim, would you like to add something or?
No, this was good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.